Yeah, I thought we went to the 1 through 5. We were switching everything, and just had to sit down and guard from there. I thought our defense was really good. Just individual sit-down defense. Very simple, but, they only had 16 assists, and I think a lot of that was the fact that we made them play one-on-one. And sometimes it doesn't go well. They got talented players, but I thought that flipped the game. And then I just want to keep saying this, like Jamal's been so patient with these games, and he had 17 assists. And I wonder how many hockey assists he had, with the double team. So offensively, we just kept taking good shots. And, the third quarter, we couldn't make a shot early. We'll end up with 21 points in that quarter. We only hold them to 24. We hold them to 24, so we're in a good spot. But I was just proud of the way the game was being played. We took open shots. We got back. We defended. It's hard to rebound against that team, especially right now with, we're downsized right now. They kill everybody on the glass. But, yeah, it just was a defensive effort, and then, like I said, just guys being confident in each other, making the right pass, and letting it fly.
How difficult is it to do what Jamal Murray's doing right now?
Yeah, it's just he's so efficient with everything he's doing, and she had a cut like shots rim out tonight, but just his style of play right now is just so. Whatever is the right play, he's just making it, and sometimes the right play is him, and sometimes 17 times it was somebody else. Not to mention the 8 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds. Just a complete game from a guard that's playing as good as anybody in this league.
You beat 3 of the top 5 teams in the East, and yet you go 3-4 on the road trip out of 7. How would you evaluate how your team did? You salvage the road trip with this win tonight and what you've done?
I think this was an incredible road trip. I think going 3-4 with all the things that happened, losing both your centers, getting guys back on minute restrictions, different people having to step in and play, beat Philly with 9 players. Yeah, I would say this road trip was very, very successful.
Looking into a crystal ball, could this be a really defining moment for this team this past week or so on this road?
I think it's a defining moment for what we're going to be the next few weeks, if not the next 3 weeks. Just what we have to do to win games. And I think it's going to be different every night, but it's going to be Jamal making the right play. It's going to be our defense, stepping up in moments. To the earlier question, taking advantage of runs. Scoring off your defense, and then, like I said, just keep taking the right shots for each other. That's key for us right now. It's don't fight it. There's going to be some frustration, some up and downs offensively, but if we just take the right shots, it gives us a chance to get back and guard. I was so happy to see CB make the shot in the corner. It's a confidence builder for a player that's been out for a long time. And as Aaron and CB, their minutes will rise as we go here. But just to have them back and to make the rotation longer, I think it gives us a chance to stay in games. I don't have to play guys into the ground. So it was, I just thought the group through the whole trip, just their mentality has been so good. And the Brooklyn game was a dud. It wasn't we didn't play well in that game, but the majority of the time and the focus and the walkthroughs and the film sessions, everyone just really bought in. And I finished the game with a really odd group. I never would have thought I'd finish the game with that team, but they played well, and they deserved to finish the game. So it was just a really cool team win against a team that's been really hot. I mean, if people don't realize that back in Denver, Boston's been playing out of their minds, and they have the second highest, offense efficiency-wise behind us. So this game was a collective group defensive effort, and then just made timely shots. I just think you got to hold your ground with him. He's so strong and he gets to his spots. One guy that stood out to me was Zeke Naji. When Zeke switched on to him, I thought he did a great job of staying down on his pump fakes. He took the physicality of the off arm and just stood his ground. And I thought he was active with his hands at the right times. If somebody brings the ball down, that's when you really can attack the ball. And we did that. And I also thought, guys, they timed up when we brought a second body. They have so much shooting out there. It's got to be at the right time where he's spinning in his move or he's countering or whatever it may be. So, I just thought the team in general did a really nice job in the second half on him. But Zeke Naji stood out to me.
You mentioned his confidence before the game. Just how versatile can he be defensively when he is really confident and locked in?
Yeah, and I think his feet are – I don't remember him ever moving this well. I really mean that. I mean, he was cutting off – he guarded everybody in this game because we were switching – whether it was Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, whether it was Derek White, Simons. I mean, he guarded all these people and just really sat down and cut people off and made them take contested shots over his length. So just cool to see him have some success. Obviously, he hasn't been in the rotation. And then on top of that, I mean this, he's 1 for 3 from 3, but I like that he shot the ball. Shoot the ball when you're open. Don't doubt yourself. And actually used him as an initiator a lot as far as off the elbows late to get Jamal off action to his left hand. So just a really nice, clean game from Zeke.
45 3 attempts, so they're 38. They lead the league in attempts. Why does that happen?
I think it was the switching, forcing guys to make a move one-on-one to attack the basket. And on the other end, like I said, just 45 threes because there were 45 good shots. You know what I mean? If they put 2 on Jamal and we find the roller and the paint is packed, just make the next pass. A play that stood out to me when I think it was CB that made the 3. Peyton Watson attacking cover or late clock, goes baseline with no intention other than to pass the ball and finds his teammate in the corner. He knocks down a 3. So you can live with that if you take that many threes. We only had 26 in the paint, which if you look at our games the last 10 years, I would wonder if we've ever won a game with this group with 26 points in the paint. Like, this is a historic paint scoring team, but with the injuries, we're something different. And I was just proud of the style of play and for them to get rewarded and get a win going home.
One more. How tough is it to win these games where it keeps being 20 to 25, maybe 27 tonight, second chance points going the other way too?
It's hard. I mean, I didn't think it was for lack of effort in the second half. I thought we're playing against one of the best second chance points teams in the league. They commit everybody to the glass. So we just have to keep talking about it, show it on film. But sometimes it's hard sometimes when you're just standing there and a moving object is flying at you. It's tough. And so we just have to find a way to win those matchups and have somebody else come back and get the rebound. Spencer was great early at it. Unfortunately, he went out. So, it's just going to be a team thing, and 27 is way too many. And I think if we can just clean that up a little bit, we had 13 fast break points. We would have had a chance to get 20-plus with the amount of bodies they're sending to the glass. So clean it up. That will lead to another positive, another way we can score baskets right now with this version of the Denver Nuggets in January. Thanks.
All the 17 assists tonight and playing out of the double teams in the way that you did. What did the game feel like out there for you?
I felt like my teammates were hooping. So I was just finding the ball and trying to keep pressure on them as well as pick my spots and play my game. Just a balance, with not just without Yoke, but with everybody that's out, just creating for other guys, and if it doesn't work, creating again. And at the same time with the mentality that I can't be too passive and I got to also be aggressive. I can't be too aggressive. I got to get my teammates as well. So just pick my spots, and I'm not really doing nothing different.
What happened in the fourth quarter?
What happened? What happened?
14-0 run. You guys kind of figured some stuff out there.
I felt like Zeke Naji. That's what happened. That's what we did. Zeke Naji. He was playing amazing defense. Peyton as well. Pickett came in and helped, take the load off me. Who else was out there? CB and I just thought we were really connected on defense. We struggled to rebound in the third quarter, I think. In that fourth quarter, it just, we were just sitting on everything. We were shrinking. We was helping each other out, and that's what it takes to guard those guys. They shoot a lot of threes, and they play well together as well. So we had to load up and not give them any driving ills or any space or any pull-up threes, and just take them out, and make them do something else. So I felt like everything we did that, and everybody stepped up.
How would you sum up this road trip?
Solid. We've lost a player each game, so it's solid. I know not everybody plays sports, but it's not easy when guys don't know the minutes and the rotations and going to different cities, and we've had off the court bus issues, playing issues, so it's solid. All in all.
Is there something you guys saw in film against Jalen you saw you were able to kind of sit on, when he brings the ball down and force those turnovers? Like, how did that game plan come together?
He had 50 last game, so yeah, don't give him no space to operate freely. When he drives, I was trying to tell the bigs, like, when he drives, just go, just help, because he's going to score, and he's very, very capable of doing so. So I thought in the second half, in the fourth quarter, we did a good job just corralling him when he did get in the paint, making it tough for not just him, but like I said, everybody. Derek White was shooting great pull-up threes. Pritchard's attacking downhill. So I think as a team we packed the paint a lot, and we did a better job rebounding in that fourth.
What was your approach to them? These are the two best offenses in the league for most of the year so far. Like, what were your thoughts on seeing them close up front?
Shot making. I think they shoot the ball. Derek White shoots the ball better than I think a lot of people think. Obviously, Peyton Pritchard is an amazing shooter. Jalen Brown, Hauser, like they got a lot of guys that can come in and just quickly impact the game. They play fast. On top of that, they were out rebounding us crazy. So I see how they could be, truly, effective.
What's been sort of the most important thing from Zeke the last two games with the two-way impact that he's had in both of these wins?
Well, we needed him to do a lot, honestly. Rebound, switch, box out, run the floor, set screens hard, roll hard. Offensive rebound. Like he's in every single action, offense and defense. So he's been doing great, and he's felt like the key to our win today. Just timely buckets and timely stops, timely rebounds. All that matters.
The numbers say this is the best that you've ever played. Do you feel like this is the best that you've played this season?
I feel like I could play a whole lot better, but I don't know what the stats say.
In what area?
Just making shots. I was 8 for 18 tonight. I know I can shoot a lot better than that.
Yeah.
I was 11 for 23 last game. I think I only had 6 points in the second half against Cleveland. I can play a lot better. So.
I think you're still in the 50, 40, 90 territory, though.
Well, if I keep missing these free throws, I won't be. So.
Knowing how much of a great offensive team that they were going into the game, so we know that they take a lot of threes. Just want to do the great job of just eliminating the three-point attempts, making sure that we try our best to box out big fella down there. You got a lot of offensive rebounds, but just weathering the storm. So I'm happy for ourselves, for the guys, and happy that we got this win to go home.
Yeah, with Jamal having 17 assists in this game, how is he playing out of double teams tonight?
Doing an amazing job of just reading the defense, reading the coverages. Of course, with big fella out, the teams are going to try their best to double team him and get the ball out of his hands. But what's great about us, we got guys that go out there and make plays. And that comes with the trust from those guys. So just being able to adapt when defenses change their coverages and just try to take advantage of it.
Were all the threes that were made a product of that?
Yeah, for the most part. And then, just swinging the ball, swings, getting extra possessions, I would say, getting stops, running out, especially against a team like that. It's kind of hard, to play against them, their style of play. So just being able to, like I said, get stops, run, knock down threes, it was a great night.
This road trip has lasted forever, but it's also been an emotional roller coaster. You guys have been through a lot. How would you describe just the 7-game stretch?
It was a headache, I would say, for the most part. Well, like I said before, we were just trying to do our best to weather the storm, stay afloat, keep our head above water. These guys in this locker room, we know what we have. We know what it takes. The guys that went out there against Philly, we see them work every single day. So we know we got a great supporting cast when the starters are out. So like I said, next man up mentality. So it was good.
You ready to go home?
I'm great. I'm ready to go home for sure. I don't know what to say.